Nichols is reportedly conscious today, but he is still in critical condition in the hospital after suffering from a brain hemorrhage. Courtney Hayes is off, but we're getting our scoop today from Brian Balthazar, the editor of PopGoesTheWeek.com. It's so good to see you, Brian. What's happening with Bret Michaels here? Some people are saying that this may be related to an accident that he had on stage during a performance. Have his publicist said what happened here specifically?
Well, as you said earlier, he is still under surveillance, 24-hour surveillance, and in intensive care at an undisclosed hospital. And some are saying that this may link back to the 2009 Tony Awards, where he was hit by a piece of scenery and it knocked him right down onto the stage floor. Of course, there's really no proof of that right now, but and his publicist is not saying that that's the case. Donald Trump, actually, who you'll probably recall that he's on The Apprentice right now. Donald Trump checked in, and apparently he's quoted on TMZ as saying that Bret is, quote, in big trouble and the prognosis is not great. The 47-year-old former Poison frontman was hospitalized 4 days ago, and he describes the pain as being hit on the head repeatedly with a baseball bat, which doctors refer to as a thunderclamp headache. So obviously this is not a good time, and all of our thoughts go out to him, and we wish him the best.
Yeah, we do.
So it's not looking good, though.
Yeah, and the other story you're following is J-Lo, Jennifer Lopez. She had a big movie. This was supposed to be her big comeback. The movie is called The Backup Plan.
Movie. Yeah, it was a big disappointment, actually. You know, switching gears, Jennifer Lopez came back to film after a 4-year absence with this film, The Backup Plan, and it came in second with a gross of $12.25 million. Now, just so you get a perspective of this, the movie that came in first is How to Train Your Dragon, which has been out for 5 weeks. So usually moviegoers tend to go with a film that is new and fresh because their interest wanes. They're always looking for the next big thing, the next new thing. So next week, this film could be old news already. Jennifer Lopez, again, second place at the box office, and How to Train Your Dragon seems to be unstoppable right now.
But Brian, she only made $12 million, and that was what she used to make per film. That was what she would be paid to make a film. And some writers, there's an article on the Daily Beast, they're calling it the implosion of Jennifer Lopez. Is this a sign that her star has faded?
Well, there certainly is concern. You know, movie investors and studios watch these things very closely. So when you can't break out with a new film and make a really big impact, yes, there's concern about the long-term ramifications and the bankability of her career. Her recording career has faltered as of late, too. So while many had thought this would be a big comeback, this, you know, it remains to be seen whether or not this will have long-term staying power. What is making huge news, though, in the film department is, you know, thanks to many screeching teenage girls, it's the Twilight movie. I mean, this movie is unstoppable. And the third installment of that series had its trailer debut by who else? Oprah. Okay? So Oprah releases the trailer. Screeching girls everywhere are crazy about it. And the thing is that when she released this trailer, you can see it on Oprah.com, she didn't have any cast members in the studio when she did it. She had a Skype interview with Dakota Fanning. So she doesn't want to disappoint anyone, so she's going to have the trifecta, as they call them, Kristen Stewart, Robert Pattinson, and Taylor Lautner in her studio in May.
Hey, Brian, I think we have a clip that we could even play. We're not Oprah, but I think we can play a clip. Let's play it.
Well, let's do it. Let's do it.
We've been tracking the situation in Seattle for a while. Unexplained disappearances, killings. Someone's creating an army.
An army of vampires.
So there you have. That's the sneak peek
Seems
of the
like
movie
a
that's going to make a
relationship that
ton of
can't
money.
fail.
What'd you say?
Yeah, how can this relationship fail? He really wants to, you know, drain of her blood. How can this relationship fail? But this movie is going to be dark and a lot more action-packed than even the ones that we've seen prior. So it's going to be huge. There's no doubt.
Perfect.
Jennifer Lopez should get involved.
What great commentary and everything from you, Brian. Greatly appreciated. Brian Balthazar, PopGoesTheWeek.com. Thanks, Brian, for the latest.